Okay, so let's try this again. I think the sound is coming through this time. I hope so. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hey. So hopefully you can hear me this time. This will be take 3. Okay. Okay, so before I get on, let's actually sing the affirmation here. I put first things first. I put first things first. Now, can you tell me if you can hear me? I know there's someone on here. Well, of course, if you can't hear me, you won't hear me say that. So I'm going to type it in. Can you hear me? Because this is take 3. And I want to be sure that people can hear me before I carry on speaking. Okay. Can you hear me? Is the heart supposed to signify that you can? Hi, Wasim. How you doing? Can you hear me? That's what I want to know. Can you say yes or no? Can you hear me? If you can you hear me? Can you tell me if you can hear me before I carry on? Because yes, it is take 3. I want to be sure that people can hear. Can you hear me? Actually, let's listen to my computer here and see if I can hear myself on my computer. If I can get it to work. I don't know if I can or can't. Let's see. La-di-da-di-da. Okay, anyway, I'm going to assume that you can, but I could be assuming falsely. I did that already. I'm kind of bored of doing this again and again and again. This is crazy. This has never happened before, but here we go. I put first things first. 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 Oh, I cannot find out if you can hear me or not. Sorry if you're listening to the replay of this and I'm sounding so uncertain. But anyway, I'm going to keep reading just in case you can hear me, in which case, and I'll keep testing it out on my computer. So this is something that I was reading this morning that inspired this particular stream here. And it is called, and it was actually some words I was reading in the Bible. I'm just trying something here. And the words went, Jesus says, first things first, your business is life, not death, and life is urgent. Announce God's kingdom. Now, for me, God's kingdom or the kingdom is every single person living to their fullness. Now, you've heard me talk about Project 334K, because it's, to me, that is the kingdom. That is the kingdom, because you're created in the image of the divine, okay? To me, that is the kingdom. You living to the fullness of your potential, that is the kingdom, okay? Now, I'm just trying to try this on my computer to see if you guys can hear me. Why is this proving so difficult? Seriously. Oh, good. You can hear me because I can hear myself. So that sounds great. Okay. So now having done all of that, we can carry on. So first things first, your business is life, not death, and life is urgent. Announce God's kingdom. Now, for me, it really does mean, it is you living to the fullness of your potential. You're created in the image of the divine to express yourself, to express all of you, to show up fully as your most confident, most bold self, because that is how you bring God's kingdom onto this earth. Now, you may talk about it as source, or you may talk about it as higher power, whatever. We are spiritual people. It is as you live that fullness of you that the world changes. Literally, the world changes. Your business is life, not death. Okay. Now, this verse and such goes on to say that some person then said back to Jesus, "I'm ready to follow you, Master, but first, excuse me while I get things straightened out at home." Okay. And then Jesus went on to say, "Look here, no procrastination, no backward looks. You can't put God's kingdom off till tomorrow. You need to seize the day." Okay. Now, this really spoke to me because in a lot of cases, yeah, you know what you're called to do, But you think that you need to first and foremost take care of business. You need to take care of your debts. You need to take care of your bills. You need to take care of your parents, your children, you, this and that and the other. There's all kinds of things that take your attention. There's all kinds of things that seem urgent. There's all kinds of circumstances that seem as though you need to pay a heck of a lot of attention to them before doing anything along the lines of following the call on your life. And so you keep putting it off. You keep putting it off, and so therefore, you don't feel fulfilled. You're definitely not fulfilling the call on your life, and you're not having the impact that you could be having on the planet. And so therefore, the kingdom is delayed. So I do completely believe that we spiritual people are here to make a difference. Okay, we're here to actually tap into source. And as we tap into source, tap into that deep wisdom, we bring that wisdom to the world. We bring that not so reasonable wisdom to the world. It's not always reasonable. Sometimes it's the words, or there's a saying that goes, the stone that the builders rejected has now become the cornerstone. That sometimes the people who seem to be weak are used to defy the strong. Because sometimes what you need to bring, so sometimes some of the call on your life may seem unreasonable in the face of your circumstances, but you are still called to bring it. You are still called to make a difference in that way. It's like sometimes I think about me singing and doing all the stuff that I do, that sometimes I felt, in fact, a lot of the time I felt, that it was unreasonable of me to expect people to take me serious if I was singing. Shall we try this again? Okay, so when you keep your vision top of mind, now I'm not sure when it disconnected, but when you keep your vision top of mind, then your business becomes life. The creation of something new, the creation of the vision, live into the fullness of your potential, because that's what you're called to do. I put first things first. 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 And that is it. It's you have to put first things first. We are practical spiritual mavericks. We tap into source, we tap into our higher power, and we act based on those intuitive nudges that take us towards our vision. That is when our business becomes life. Again, if you react to your circumstances, then that is death. That is you looking at the old and trying to maintain it, or trying to just kind of appease it, when really all you need to do is actually turn your face away completely from your circumstances and look to your vision, knowing that you are fully taken care of. It doesn't matter what has gone before. Whatever mistakes brought you to circumstances that are not great, maybe they're not even completely a mistake. Maybe it was just part of your journey. But it's now for you to learn not to pay attention so much to death, really. Instead, you're looking for life. You're looking to bring life into the world. You're no longer procrastinating around it. You're choosing to be that channel that brings the kingdom to earth. And again, the kingdom is literally just you being you with no apology. You being all you're called to be with no apology. Serving the people you're here to serve with no apology, no explanation. You're just you. You're fully owning you, and you're trusting that you are fully supported and taken care of. And so you know that you are you're changing things just by you being you. Yes, it may seem unreasonable at times. Yes, it may seem like, how can little old me change anything? Honey, it isn't just little old you. You are co-creating with the universe. You are co-creating with Papa. You are co-creating. It's not just you. And honey, even if it was just you, recognize this. You are created in the image of the divine. You are powerful. But if you want to accelerate things where you are doing the work you feel called to do, you're waking up feeling fulfilled, you know you're bringing about change on the planet, then yes, you want to co-create with spirit. You don't want to do it alone, because the vision is bigger than you alone. And that's okay. But again, I'll read these verses out to you because I really want you to take them on board here. And it says, where is it? Because, yeah, it says, first things first, your business is life, not death, and life is urgent. Announce the kingdom. And someone says, I'm ready to follow you, Master, but first excuse me while I get things straightened out at home. To which Jesus responds, no procrastination, no backward looks. You can't put God's kingdom off till tomorrow. Seize the day. I need you to listen into those words because I do find them quite profound this morning in that, yes, there are many reasons not to do what you're called to do. But once you start looking at circumstances and trying to maintain them or just about keep going or just about survive, that makes your business be death. And as it says here, your business is life, not death. Life is creation. Life is looking at the vision and co-creating something new with the world, with spirit in the world. Okay, you may not be of the world because you're a spiritual person, but you know what? You're in the world right now, and you're in the world as a beacon of light, as a carrier of love. You are here to create something amazing. So will you allow yourself to be a channel through which amazing stuff comes through? Whether it's through the words that you're speaking, the words that you're writing in a book, or putting together for music, or you decide you want to start a business, you have products, services, whatever ministry that you want to put out there, do not put it off because of your circumstances. Your circumstances will be taken care of if you will keep your eyes on the vision. Do you hear what I'm saying? I know it's not always the easiest thing to do this whole thing as a faith walk, but it is the call on our life. On our lives, we are called to live by faith, not by sight. Okay? So, will you choose to be you 2.0? Will you choose to live a bigger, more expansive life and bring the kingdom to everyone you're called to impact? I put first things first. 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 Okay? And that was take 3. I'm so glad to have got through it, but I needed to deliver that to you. It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live because you absolutely want to. And if you know that this resonated with you, one, and also that you are called to make a difference in a bigger, bolder way, and there are these blocks and things that get in your way, honey, I'm giving away my Amazon best-selling book, The Freedom Book, and you can get a copy of it at rosemarylonlieknight.com/freedom book, okay? So if you go over to rosemarylonlieknight.com/freedom book, I'm giving away a free copy of my Freedom Book for people who are called to make a difference in a bigger, bolder way and are ready to get rid of anything getting in their way. Just putting the link in here for you. Oh, no, wrong one. Freedom Book. So it's rosemarylonlieknight.com/freedom book. It's a pleasure as always. Much love as you go into your day. And remember to put first things first. Your business is life, not death. Okay? Until the next time, much love.